This is a short presentation on Gothic architecture by Chris McShane. Gothic art is also known as medieval art for its popular religious themes. Cathedrals shown here are many examples of the kind of architecture that was demonstrated in practice across Europe. Using Google Maps, shown here is a bird's eye view of the Cathedral Basilica of the Sacred Heart located in Newark, New Jersey. This French Gothic basilica is shown from above to demonstrate the shape of the building, a well-known symbol, the cross. An external architectural innovation was known as the flying buttress. A noticeable element on the external of Gothic architecture or cathedrals is known as a pinnacle. A pinnacle is a slender, pointed summit placed on top of buttresses or gables. Another external element is an elongated, pointed structure which rises from a tower, turret, or roof. It is known as a spire. Sometimes it might go unnoticed, but also decorating the outside of Gothic cathedrals are gargoyles. Their initial purpose was to drain water, but over time they evolved to become just decorative ornaments to scare away birds or evil spirits. Because it is a window, it can be seen from the inside and outside of a cathedral. This is known as a rose window. A rose window is a large, circular window with heavily foliated tracery branching out from a common center. Now moving inside the cathedral, there are also some identifiable parts. This is called the nave. The nave is the main body of a church or cathedral, sometimes defined as a center aisle only. Here is a view of the nave standing from the altar of the church. Located on either side of the nave are the aisles. Throughout the church, half columns are attached to all four sides of the piers. For this reason, they are known as compound piers. Referring back to the shape of the church, the area where the nave and the transept intersect is known as the crossing. The crossing pier is in the interior of a building, a support that is placed at one of the corners of the crossing. The rib is an arch of masonry, often molded, which forms part of the framework on which the vault rests. These are the diagonal ribs shown in red. In between the ribs are known as the infilling or webbing, also shown in red. It fills in the areas between the rib. Shown here as elements to stained glass windows are the ornamental foliation. The names of the ornamental foliation are depicted by the amount of leaves they have. A portal is any doorway or entrance, but especially one that is large and imposing. Identified in red, there are three parts of a doorway that are labeled the tympanum, the lintel, and the jamb. Here's an example of stained glass windows. If you notice at the top of the arches they are pointed, that is meant to direct your attention up to the heavens. The background music you heard during the presentation is known as the Gregorian chant. I hope you enjoyed your tour. Thank you.